Welcome again with Asan Infra Talks. I am with Virender, structural consultant from Pratibha Techno Structures. Virender is been in our episode 1. Now it's episode 2. Please welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, Virender, I would like to discuss what is the architecture fight. I would like to know because every time the structural consultants in our meetings, being a contractor, meeting with the
Yes.
architects and the structural consultants.
Yes.
So every time you have this, fight between every time architecture is focused on the aesthetics
Correct.
and
Correct.
his
Correct.
vision to the building. Okay,
Correct.
and you are very focused and concerned
On
about
the
the
structure.
structural elements. So
Yes.
can you explain what is that?
See, as you said, architects would like to see whatever the makeup is done for the person.
Okay.
They look only about that.
Okay.
Okay. We always think about the stability of the structure.
Correct.
Okay. What see you might be noticed few buildings of like this uneven shape of buildings will be there.
Correct.
It's their requirement. Okay, to
Correct.
create some uniqueness, they required our support.
Of course.
In residential buildings, especially in the residential buildings,
Okay.
because of the facade design,
Okay.
they won't accept a few beams, especially few columns.
Correct.
They may require few most of the arcades like cantilevers.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Cantilevers.
Based on that, but we always have a fight with architects
Architects.
just because of their requirements. Sometimes we feel
Okay.
it will stable or not.
Correct. Correct.
Because of this issue only, we always used to fight with architects.
Okay.
But it's very much interesting.
Okay.
Once we work with the architect,
Okay.
we will be having so much of confidence on the structure. Because
Exactly.
once, see, regular buildings, what happens, that can be done by anyone.
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly.
But when we work with the architects, they will be having some different thoughts.
Correct.
Once it comes into the picture, once it comes to the reality,
Reality.
once execution is done,
Oh, correct.
then everyone will feel, oh, it's
Okay.
super, how it is, everyone will be like marvelous,
Correct.
how the building is standing.
Standing. They
Some-
don't know about the backlog history.
Yes.
Yeah. What is the fight and the conversations
Yes,
and
yes,
the
yes,
convincing capacity of the structural engineer with architect.
Correct. See, especially it comes with the column spacing.
Correct.
Okay. Earlier, what happens? Usually, all columns will be having around 15 feet center to center.
Correct.
15 feet, maybe 20 feet, like that. But nowadays, what happens? Like for independent villas, they will be
Correct.
required more space.
More space. They want to have a seamless living space.
Yes.
Seamless.
If you enter the house,
yes.
complete house will be visible.
Visible.
Okay. If you see one column there,
Correct.
entire aesthetics will go.
Correct. So how do you convince with the structured element? So do you increase the capacity of that? How do you replace that capacity and the transfer of loads between
Yes.
the columns and the beams and the
Yes.
slab structures?
See, there are multiple advanced structures, structural designs we have now.
Okay.
Earlier, we used to do only for the bridges. You
Okay.
mean to say PT slab, PT, post
Okay.
tensioning.
Post tensioning.
Okay. Earlier days, we used to go for only for the bridges.
Bridges. Correct.
Okay. Now we can adapt for the residential buildings also.
Also. Correct.
Okay. See, what is the approximate cost of steel
Correct.
we are getting
in the market.
nowadays?
Yeah.
It's around 60 rupees
60
plus
rupees
or
to
minus
plus or minus.
5
Yes.
rupees
Yeah.
approximate. For 60 rupees, you are getting a strength of HYSD bars of 500 Newton per mm square.
Correct.
Strength, you can consider 500 for
That's the
layman
tensile
language.
strength.
Tensile strength.
Correct.
Okay. Consider for 60 rupees, you are getting 500 strength.
Okay.
Okay. If you are ready to pay additional 15-20% extra,
Okay.
you will be getting 2000 grade.
Okay.
That PT will be having, PT cables will be having the grade of 2000 approximately, I'm telling.
Correct.
There is having separate classification. I don't
Okay.
want to discuss about those things here.
Okay.
Around 2000 grade.
Correct.
Means additional of 15 to 20%,
Percent
you are getting around 300% extra strength.
extra strength. Okay.
Correct? That much. That means as a technology develops,
Correct.
we need to adopt for that.
Adopt for that. Correct.
Okay. Most of them having the myth of saying like if that's a PT,
It is
They think that
expensive.
it's expensive.
Okay.
Just because of 10-15 years back, what happens, it was very costly affair.
Correct. Correct.
PT was a manufacturing of PT tendons was so expensive earlier.
Correct.
Nowadays what happened, because of the technology, different machineries development,
Machineries.
you are getting anywhere.
Correct. And there are a lot of consultants are also available in the
Yes,
market for the PT
for the
slab
PT
structures.
who they will come, they
Correct.
will only give the design,
Design.
they
Okay.
will only execute. You no need to worry about who we need to go.
Correct.
Okay. If you go to any consultant,
Okay.
especially if you want to construct a house, you will be going to good architect.
Correct.
He will be hiring each and everyone.
Consultants
He will
hire.
be every consultants he will be hiring. You can put all your tensions on him.
Okay. To
Okay.
get the post tension
Yes,
slab.
everything. See,
Correct.
it not mean like he will be having full setup friends.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, he will be giving all the work. See,
Yeah.
nobody is knowing where the structural consultant is.
Correct.
Nobody is knowing where the geotechnical consultant is.
Correct.
If you go to any good residence, you can get
You mean
who
to say
is done the
the
project.
architects is collaborated with lot of consultants
Everyone. Yes,
to have a better experience for the client
Correct,
instead
correct,
of going
correct,
separate consultants.
separate. You can go with one stop
Correct. Solution
for everyone. Shop for everything.
Correct. Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So now you are telling that about the PT slabs. What
Correct.
we see generally, what we have seen in our experience,
Mhm.
what we have seen is it is as you said, it is a myth that people think it is only for the design for the commercial structures,
Correct,
not
correct,
for
correct.
the residential buildings.
Correct.
So
correct.
how do you define that so that people should be aware that they can also adapt that technology in
See,
the
once you come for the structure, okay, concrete
correct.
is not given only for residential building, or not given only for commercial building, not given only for bridges or dams.
Yes, it is
Concrete
common for
concrete.
all the structures.
Common for all kind of buildings.
Correct.
Okay, same technology, why can't you adopt for residential buildings?
So what is the advantage, like we get the height, benefits of height, or what is the advantage of using the PT slabs in the
See,
structures?
when the slab span is more,
Okay.
the column to column distance is more.
Okay.
Okay, what happens, the beam size will become so heavy.
Correct.
Deeper beams will be there.
Correct.
In that scenario, you need to increase the building height. Floor height has to be increased.
Correct.
If you there will be having certain restriction for the building height,
Yes.
in that scenario you need to lower the beam size.
Correct. Correct.
In that case, you go for high grade steel.
High grade steel.
That
Okay.
it comes with the PT.
So the architectural vision
Both will be
is
solved.
also been
See,
taken care.
if you there is an option, you can eliminate the beams
Correct.
by increasing slab thickness.
Completely we can eliminate the beams.
Yes,
You mean
yes,
to say there will be a flat complete slab.
Yeah, you
Structure.
might have seen flat slab structures.
Correct.
Flat plate structures.
Correct.
See, wherever the beams taking possibilities will be there, you can take the beams there, especially at the periphery of the building.
Periphery, so that it
See,
can't
there
be
will be a
visible.
wall here.
Correct.
You can merge the beam inside.
Okay.
Why to
Good.
eliminate the beam there?
You mean to say by spending some 15 to 20% extra on the PT slab, we can able to achieve the height as well as we can also hide the beams.
That possibility is there depending upon the type of structure
Structures.
we adopt,
Correct.
and depending upon the requirement.
Okay.
Okay. If you want column free structure, if you want beam free structure,
Okay.
you can go with multiple options we have.
Okay.
If you are doing false ceiling, you can go with the flat slab with capital.
With
That mean
capital.
to say
Okay.
column drop will be there.
Correct.
Okay. If you see any commercial buildings like
Correct.
malls, anything, before false ceiling, if you see, they
Correct.
will be having some column drop will be there.
Column drop.
Wherever
Yeah.
the columns will be there, some big sides capital kind of, like you
Correct,
can say
correct.
crown for the column.
Column. Correct.
Similar kind of structure will be seen if you are doing with false ceiling.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to eliminate the false ceiling,
Okay.
you have another option. You can go with flat plate structure.
Flat plate structure.
Flat
Okay.
plate
What is
structure.
that structure?
See, in that scenario, it won't be having that capital also.
Okay.
Whatever the crown I said for the column,
Okay.
it won't be there.
It won't be there.
It won't be there. Complete column free can be visible. Complete beam free will be visible.
Okay. A
That-
seamless ceiling can be achieved. You
Achieved.
mean to say?
at additional cost.
At additional cost.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
See, how we were spending, same way you are getting it.
So, Virender, as a structural engineer, so I would like to know what is the impact of lightweight blocks in a residential building or a commercial structure.
Correct. See, lightweight blocks, it will come as the name says, it is having a lightweight compared
weight.
with the regular blocks,
Conventional block.
conventional blocks.
Correct.
Okay, see, for a conventional blocks, it is having a density of around 18 to 20 kilonewton per meter cube.
Okay.
And when it comes for lightweight blocks, it will come around 6 to 8 kilonewton per meter cube.
Okay. Correct.
See, dead load of the blocks will drastically reduce to a half, more than 50%.
Okay.
Okay, especially for the high-rise buildings,
Okay.
what happens? Dead load will make the prominent factor for design of structural elements.
Okay.
You mean to say footings, columns, beams, slabs, everything.
Okay.
Okay, when the dead load reduces there,
Okay.
definitely you will be having impact on the cost.
On the cost, of course.
That is why, see, footing size will come down, column
Okay.
sizes and its reinforcement will come down.
Okay.
The same way, beam reinforcement will come down, beam size will come down.
Okay.
This will equivalent to saving the cost,
Saving the cost.
and you have to pay extra for the
Lightweight
lightweight blocks.
blocks.
But overall, in terms, if you verify,
Okay.
it will be having advantages in the cost
Advantages
Yes,
in
yes,
the
yes.
okay.
for high-rise structures and
Okay.
for residential buildings. Definitely, you will be having.
So you recommend the lightweight blocks also.
Yes, it can be used.
Okay, but it is becoming expensive compared to conventional block.
See, if you compare only block to block,
Okay,
cost will be expensive.
expensive. When
If
you compare as a
verify
whole
overall,
picture.
yes, correct.
Okay,
When you compare overall,
okay,
then definitely will be having advantage in the lightweight blocks.
lightweight blocks.
Cost will be reducing. See, people will be having thought of only block to block they will compare.
Correct, correct.
They won't compare overall picture.
So these lightweight blocks can also be used as a or external walls or only for the partition walls.
See, anything you can be used.
Anything it
Anywhere
can be
you
used.
can use.
Okay.
See, they are having different sizes are available.
Okay.
The lightweight blocks are available from 4-inch, 4-inch, 6-inch,
6
8-inch,
8 inch.
9-inch
Okay.
also available.
Available.
Okay, depending upon the requirement, you can use that one anywhere. It can be used externally or internally.
Is there any technical issue so that cracks or people or it's a general scenario that
See,
if you use lightweight blocks, cracks generates.
See,
That is a general concern about the client to
Correct.
us.
Correct. See, even I have noticed a few cracks. That is,
Okay.
you have to verify the compressive strength of the blocks.
Block. Okay.
First thing you have to do that.
Okay.
Once it is properly tested and blocks has to be cured properly,
Okay.
then only it has to be used.
Okay. From the manufacturing
Yes, correct.
itself, manufacturer
to-
itself, they need to follow this process.
Yes, correct. You can go with third party for the testing.
Okay.
You can go for, there are many third party
Correct.
centers are there for the verification.
Okay.
Where you are going for the concrete testing, you can go there.
Go there.
You
Okay.
you can give the sample of the brick. We are
Okay.
going to use this brick or block. We
Correct.
need the test report for this. What they will do, they will dip in all available solutions.
Solutions.
It might be in acid, it will be in
Oh.
water, everything
So
they will
it's
dip
all
and they will give
these
the report.
process to be followed.
Yes,
Once
correct.
these technical criteria matches, then of course lightweight blocks can be
It can be
used.
used. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
In lightweight blocks also you have many category. That
Okay.
is one Aerocon will be there.
Aerocon.
That
Correct.
looks like a sponge actually.
Correct.
If you cut a sponge, like how it will look, it looks almost looks like a sponge.
Okay.
And you have another category, Porotham is there.
Okay.
In that Porotham, what happens? They will be having it is equivalent to clay bricks only.
Mhm.
They will be having hollows in between.
Okay.
They will be
Okay.
having internal vertical walls will be there. They are also available at 4, 6, and 8 inches available.
8
out
inches
there.
available.
You can use any of them. And nowadays we have interlocking lightweight blocks are there.
Okay.
That also can be used. For interlocking lightweight blocks, no need to do plastering also.
Plastering also.
Because certain see, when there is a new technology, it's our requirements or
Yes.
our mindset whether we should adapt for it or not.
Yes, of course.
Whatever the
Correct.
technology is out, Definitely
Correct.
it will be tested.
Okay.
Always.
Correct.
No need to be worried about no, we should use or not. It's our requirement.
Correct. Correct.
Some people will some people will be having requirement of naked thing.
Correct.
Whatever the so let it be open.
Natural. Let it be. The wall
Yes.
should look natural
Correct.
instead of plastering and painting the
Yes.
surfaces.
Not required.
Some architects would like to have
Correct,
a
correct,
natural way of presenting the walls.
Yes, correct. For
Correct.
that, in that scenario, you can go that one.
Okay.
No need of doing any brick cladding for that.
I think after this explanation, because there is a misconception that using lightweight blocks is not an adaptable technology with the typical mindset of our industry.
Correct,
And the
correct,
clients
correct.
also they are very most focused on the conventional method
Correct, correct.
instead of adapting these technologies, modern technologies, what you have explained.
Correct.
It is very useful, very useful. I
All
think
high-rise buildings are used with lightweight blocks.
lightweight blocks, yeah.
Nothing will happen.
Okay. Thank you so much, Virender.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming and explaining a lot of technical explanations we have given, which I think our clients will get benefit out of this, and a lot of people are aware of this, the blocks and the modern technologies. You have mentioned about the PT slabs, flat slab systems. So thank you so much for your useful information with your experience, what you have shared with us. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
giving
Thank
such
you,
an
Virender.
opportunity.
Thank you so much.